And good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. It's Motivation Mornings with Marnie and Melissa. I'm Melissa Houston, health insurance specialist and financial planner in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada, and I am proudly Irish.
I did not know that.
My 23andMe proved it.
That's awesome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone else. I am Marnie Dangerfield, also here in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. And grateful to be seeing a bit of a lovely sunset this morning out my window. Sunrise out my window this morning.
I missed that. I must have come indoors before that started.
It's just sort of, there's a bit of remnant color here. Sunrise. We are beginning the day. We are beginning the day.
You weren't out all night, were you, Marnie?
I know. It's like, I'm a little bit now. So I'll just give you a bit of an overview. We always we begin with our value statement, and then we'll sharing what's inspiring us today. And we always encourage you, if you feel comfortable, to share in the comments what's inspiring you. And then I'm going to share a bit of a wellness tip for this week. And then Melissa's going to share our contact information and the lovely journal prompt that we now get every week, which I find so helpful. So thank you for those, Melissa. And we're grateful for. And Melissa will close us out with a motivational quote.
Perfect. Awesome.
Got it.
Our value statement. Today we gather
in the spirit of possibility,
in support of community,
to encourage holistic well-being,
to empower our authentic selves,
to share appreciation,
to express compassion,
to enjoy this gift of life.
Yes. Hooray. Oh, so you're going to start us off today, Marnie.
I am. What's inspiring me? Oh, there's been quite a bit this week. But I think what came up the most strongly this morning was talking to a lovely woman in my life who's in her 90s, who was going in the afternoon yesterday to get her immunization shot. And though we both share an aversion to needles, we both understand how important it was. And she was excited, and it was neat to see, and I've seen it a bit on the news, just seeing this sense of hope of and we know things are changing and the way forward may be different, but at least that we'll be able to be getting back to a bit more of the human interaction and connection that we so love and appreciate, and have access to our older people and our younger people to be closer to them. So just really felt it really hit home yesterday, and yeah, so that's what's inspiring me this week. Yeah.
I have a feeling that's inspiring everyone. I feel that permeating, just sort of everyone seems, I'm sure some of it has to do with spring and the nicer weather, but the fact that, I don't know, there seems to be just hope on the horizon. It's wonderful. Thanks, Marnie. Love that.
Thank you. So what's inspiring you this week?
All right. I wanted to share, it did come from a podcast, but it's not specifically the podcast itself. But I do like to give props where props are due. So it was from an episode of Sex with Emily, who was the sex therapist I had mentioned a few weeks ago. So I was checking out her podcast, and she had an episode called How to Be Happy with Dr. Amen. It's Dr. Amen is a brain health expert. His full name is Dr. Daniel Amen. And what he shared was, he called it positive bias. Oh no, it's just lost my head. Positive bias training. I think that's what it was called. But it rang very similarly to having a gratitude practice, but it was just reframed a little bit differently. So I wanted to share that because it's kind of an actionable thing, and I really liked it and want to implement it. So I wanted to share it with people. So he suggests when you start your day, you make a declaration that it's going to be a great day. So you're starting the day with that intention of positivity. And then at the end of the day, with the gratitude practice, you're stating, whether it's in your head or in a journal, things that you're grateful for. His suggestion was to acknowledge 3 things that have gone well in that day. So I like that because sometimes, if you're having challenging times, it may feel disingenuous to try and just think up things to feel grateful for if you're not actually like feeling it, even though that's kind of the purpose is to get you more in tune with that side of yourself and to recognize what there is to be grateful for in life, regardless of what's happening with you in that moment. But it's just a different way to look at it, is like what went well, and that is a little bit different. It's acknowledging that even if a lot of things seem like a day full of trouble and stresses and stuff, that some things probably went well. And so acknowledging that is a good thing. I think that's great.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. I love that. Yeah, what went well? I wrote it down. I was like, I need that one. Because there's the studies on the opposite of the negativity bias that we have. It's like there can be all sorts of good things that go well in a day, and there's that one thing that goes wrong. And the way our minds can be, which it's like our minds kind of go focus on that negative. And so I can see this as being that kind of reprogramming of the neural networks of just switching that to like, acknowledging the positive as well. Yeah, what went well, because it's so our brains are naturally like, oh, what didn't go right? So it's like flipping it to like what went well. I love it.
Excellent. And I imagine you have some goodie for us today for
I do. Well, I think that's the key. I got to tell you, everybody, and I do want to say good morning. It took me a bit for my phone to load here, but good morning, Rose and Leanne, and Patty's Day to you too, as well. They both said Patty's Day. Lovely to have you here. But
lovely to have you here.
Excuse me. Yeah, I really like that. The what went well. And what was coming up for me today is, as we've had, depending on where you are in the world, which I think everybody here on this call at the moment anyway, had a time change this weekend. We sprang forward. I need to, excuse me. This may just continue. Spring cleaning. Anyway, so we've had a time change, and we sprang forward. So there's this hour. Our body is like, what? And so just that gentle reminder this week that if you're feeling a bit more tired, or you're feeling to be kind, compassionate to yourself, and remember like, oh yeah, my body's adjusting to a new time. And say you might need to have a wee nap if you can fit it in your day. Like your body's like, I'm tired. Sometimes oh no, I can't. There's too much to do, and we push through. And if there's any way that's possible, it's like have a short little nap, like a minute or so, or give yourself the grace to just be able to sit and read and slow down. So just that reminder this week that we're all in this time change, sleeping change continuum, and to just be aware of it, and to go easy on yourself. And maybe a little earlier, or if you're starting to just allow it, because sleep, as we know, is so important. And with that change of we're adjusting, and we'll get it, our bodies do adjust, but this week in particular, quite a switch for some people. And so if you're feeling that, to be kind and compassionate with yourself, and just take that extra care, to maybe not push as hard, or to slow down when you can, and take breaks. My 2 cents this week.
That is an excellent wellness tip for this week, because yeah, I certainly have been feeling it. I feel like anyone who has a pretty set routine would be feeling it, because your body does get used to that cycle. So that is, and I always think it's an excellent reminder to be kind to ourselves in that way, because sometimes it feels like we battle productivity culture, where it feels like getting stuff done and all of that needs to be the top priority all the time instead of our own well-being. So thank you, Marnie. Excellent reminder.
Hey, thank you. Yes. Permission granted. Tend to your well-being. And I just want to say top of the morning to Wendy Williams. She's here and she says top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
It's hard for me to say that without somehow putting in a bit of an accent, which I don't know what it is. So no offense meant. It just comes out that way.
No. Yes. No offense meant. All right. My turn. Sharing some contact info here. Let's do it. Here we are. Anyone who would like to contact us, please feel free at motivation.mornings@gmail.com. If you are not currently on our Facebook page, I highly recommend checking us out at MM with MM. We will share resources we share underneath the Facebook Lives. So if people are interested in that episode that I mentioned, I am happy to share it. And then we also have our Instagram, motivation_mornings_with_MM. I post reminders about Wednesday morning webcasts and copies of our motivational quotes each week. Then we have our YouTube channel that is for people who cannot join us live on Wednesday mornings and like to be notified when we have new episodes posted. That is a great way to have a chance to watch the recordings. So subscribe to us there. All right. This week's journaling prompt. Everyone excited? Marty's got her pen. Here we go. What are 3 things I'd tell my younger self? Doesn't specify what age that younger self is. So you have lots of flexibility there.
I like the flexibility. It's like I can choose depending on my mood.
Yeah. So that's what I had for us today. And then I guess I will share my gratitude.
Oh, yes. What are you grateful for?
Today, I want to give a special shout out because I'm feeling very grateful for my sister. It is her birthday. And I have a most wonderful sister, and she's basically my best friend. And I miss her a lot because she's in Winnipeg. But yeah, I'm just super, super grateful to have her in my life, regardless of the fact that she is far away. And the world's a better place with her in it. So that's my gratitude for today.
No, I love that. Oh, and happy birthday to your sister. So beautiful. Just grateful for that share. So much. Thank you. Very good.
What are you?
That's something else, and I'm just, because the color in the sky has just continued to change as I've been through. We've been chatting. I'm just really grateful for the sunrise this morning. It's just the different hues and such. It's not like the really striking wow sunrise, but it's just this subtle beauty that I'm enjoying. So I'm grateful for the view out my window this morning.
I've been noticing many lovely sunrise and sunset colors lately.
Mhm.
So beautiful.
Wonderful. Oh, and I forgot to prompt in case anybody wants to share in the chat anything they're grateful for this week. We'd love to hear.
Yes,
And
definitely
you
would love
are,
to
yeah,
hear.
you're going to share that pod.
Yeah, I will. I mean,
Oh, I wanna-
no skin off my back. People
Okay.
are welcome to check it out.
I want to check it out.
Awesome. All right. Well, man, we were fast today. We were a quick one. But here I'm going to share. And I do have to say, please forgive me if this is the same as last year, because it might have been. I'm not sure.
I can tell you if it was a year ago, I won't remember it. So
I wanted to share an Irish blessing because it's, I think, lovely. May you live a long life full of gladness and health, with a pocket full of gold as the least of your wealth. May the dreams you hold dearest be those which come true. The kindness you spread keep returning to you.
oh my goodness. I love
I know, I really like that
I
one.
love that. Oh,
Yes. So I might even share that on Instagram today, just because it is St. Patrick's Day.
if you get a chance,
I
would love it. And then I'm going to share it all over.
I will do that because, yeah, spreading the love.
Oh my goodness. And I just think it's a lovely way to close out. We got a lovely share from Rose for what she's grateful for this week.
Yeah.
We'll let everybody go to enjoy their day, but I'm grateful for Megan too. Also that my girls have always got along so well and both are wonderful, kind women.
Aw, thanks, Mom.
Because I know you are, Melissa. Don't doubt that you do. Sending love to you all.
Yes. Thanks for joining us again today, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.
Right, officially spring.
Oh, it will be. Yay.
Bye.
All right.